Hello again, ASEN 2020. I'm still Kristen, and this is still Floyd, and we're still from children's programming. But we're going to bring you another Japanese folktale. And I promise, because I told you I would, it has a happier ending than the first one we had. So, without further ado, let's get to it. This one is called The Tongue-Cut Sparrow. Once upon a time, there lived an old man and an old woman. The old man, who had a kind heart, kept a young sparrow which he tenderly nurtured. But the dame was a cross-grained old thing, and one day, when the sparrows had pecked at some paste with which she was going to starch her linen, she flew into a great rage, cut out the sparrow's tongue, and let it loose. It's okay, you don't have a tongue. When the old man came from the hills and found that the bird had flown, he asked what had become of it. So the old woman answered that she had cut out its tongue and let it go. Now, the old man, hearing this cruel tale, was sorely grieved, and he thought to himself, "Alas, where can my bird be gone? Poor thing, poor little tongue-cut sparrow, where is your home now?" And he wandered far and wide, seeking for his pet, and crying, "Mr. Sparrow, Mr. Sparrow, where are you living?" One day, at the foot of a certain mountain, the old man fell in with the lost bird, and when they had congratulated one another on their mutual safety, the sparrow led the old man to his home, and having introduced him to his wife and chicks, set before him all sorts of dainties and entertained him. "Please, partake of our humble fare," said the sparrow. "Poor as it is, you are very welcome." "What a polite sparrow," answered the old man, who remained for a long time as the sparrow's guest, and was daily feasted right royally. At last the old man said he must take his leave and return home, and the bird, offering him 2 wicker baskets, begged him to carry them with him as a parting present. Now one of the baskets was very, very heavy, and the other was light. So the old man, saying that as he was feeble and stricken in years, he would only accept the light one, shouldered that one, trudged off home, leaving the sparrow family saddened at parting from him. When the old man got home, the dame grew very angry, and began to scold him. "Well, and pray where have you been this many a day? A pretty thing indeed, to be gadding about all the time of your life." "Oh," he replied, "I have been on a visit to the sparrows, and when I came away they gave me this wicker basket as a parting gift." Then they opened the basket to see what was inside, and lo and behold, it was full of gold and silver and precious things. When the old woman, who was as greedy as she was cross, saw all the riches displayed before her, she changed her scolding strain, and could not contain herself for joy. "I'll go and call upon the sparrows too," said she, "and get a pretty present." So she asked the old man the way to the sparrow's house, and set forth on her journey. Following his direction, she at last met the tongue-cut sparrow, and exclaimed, well met, Mr. Sparrow. I have been looking forward to the pleasure of seeing you." So she tried to flatter and cajole the sparrows by soft speeches. The bird could not but invite the dame to its home, but it took no pains to feast her, and said nothing about a parting gift. She, however, was not to be put off, so she asked for something to carry with her in remembrance of her visit. The sparrow, accordingly, produced 2 baskets, just as before, and the greedy old woman, choosing the heavier of the 2, carried it off with her. But when she opened the basket to see what was inside, all sorts of hobgoblins and elves sprang out and began to torment her. But the ending of the story is not a sad one. The old man, now without the dame, was able to adopt a son, and his family grew rich and prosperous. What a happy old man, thanks to the tongue-cut sparrow. Yeah, happier ending at least. I know the beginning wasn't good. No, but that was fun anyway. And that brings this one to a close as well. I'll see you in one more final video and another Japanese folktale. Until then,